Welcome to Wordvoyance by Themis Games. Wordvoyance is a crossword-building game like Scrabble or Words with Friends, but with a few important differences. First, Wordvoyance is the first Scrabble app that can be played by blind and sighted players at the same time. Second, our games have no ads whatsoever, making them great for schools and young families. For players with unhindered vision, you won't notice anything different, and that's by design. Players of Scrabble or Words with Friends will be instantly familiar with Wordvoyance, and you can drag and drop tiles and play words just as you're used to, or even type words directly onto the board. The moment you turn on a screen reader, though, the game comes alive like never before.
T, tile 6 7, worth, A, center, tile 7, I, tile 8, L, tile 9 7, 10, double 7 10, 6, double word bonus space 5 10.
The game even supports Braille displays if you have one connected. Allow me to demonstrate the accessible features in Wordvoyance using VoiceOver. This iOS screen reader is a popular option when playing on phones. The game also supports most other screen readers, including TalkBack on Android, NVDA, JAWS, Narrator on desktop, and VoiceView on Amazon tablets. With VoiceOver turned on, the phone announces everything we touch.
6 8, there are 2 tiles nearby. 7 8, there are 3 tiles nearby. 10,
Using Wordvoyance with the screen reader is much like browsing a web page. The game reads everything back at your fingertips in a smart, succinct way. There are also added tools for studying the game board and planning your next move. Drag your finger around for a holistic preview of the board and tile rack.
9, double letter bonus space 9, 10, 11 5, B, tile 8 6, E, tile 9 6, worth 1 point. Crosswords, B, going right, EL, going down. There is one other tile nearby.
Once you've found a place of interest, swiping allows fine control over your focus cursor, one cell at a time. While studying the board, we recommend turning your VO rotor to vertical navigation so you can explore all around.
Center, I, tile 8 7, L, tile 9 7, worth 2 point. T, 6 8, double letter 6 8, T, tile 6 7, 6 8, there are double letter bonus space 6 9, 6 8, T, tile 6.
There are many ways to place your tiles on the board, but the most common method is to use the board cursor. Double tap to activate anything beneath your focus point. Activate a board tile to set your cursor at that location pointing right. Double tap again to set it going downward. Then, you can do the same thing with the tiles on your tile rack to place your word.
Headings. Rack, O, K, blank tile, U, V, S, C, 55 tiles remain. Activate to see remaining tile. O, rack tile, worth 1 point. K, place blank, U, V, blank place letter, K, on the board at 610. Cursor advanced to 611.
Finally, activating the play button sends your turn.
Play button, opens play menu. Button, heading level 2, play button, ready to play the words. Talk, for 13 points. Are you sure? Play word, ends your turn. Button. Please, sending, play button. It is your
Of course, navigating in this way can get time-consuming. If you already know, more or less, where you want to be, you can use a page scroll gesture to bounce between words on the board.
B, going right. BI, going down. B, B, E, 5 points. BI, B, I, MO, going right. MEL, going down. MO, MO, 4 points.
You can even set custom landmarks anywhere you want for use later on. Drag and drop also works with a screen reader. Double tap and hold to pick up a tile. Then, the game announces everything under your dragged tile as you move it around.
Dragging. Blank, 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 blank. K, tile 610. C, tile 69. O, tile 68, worth 1 point. C, tile 69, worth 3 point. Blank, 7 9. Placed letter, U, on the board at 7 9. Cursor advanced to 8 9.
But that's not all. Wordvoyance is even better with a Braille display. Allow my friend Everett to explain.
So this is how to create a word in Wordvoyance using a refreshable Braille display. The first thing we want to do is we want to make sure that our Braille is outputting in 6-dot Braille mode. We do this with 1, 2, 4, 5, and the space bar together.
Braille output, 6 dot.
So speech is off. I've got my rack here at the very bottom of the board. N, U, T, U, W, Z, and P. I'm going to play the word pun because I like puns. The first thing we need to do is we need to get back up to our grid. And we're going to get there with our headings navigation. We do our 5, 6 in our space bar until we see headings on our Braille display. and then we simply .3 chord or .3 in the space up. And we have cursor going right, center, double word bonus. And I want to play this word going down, so I'm going to click my cursor routing button on this piece of text that says cursor going right. We get a click, and now we're seeing cursor going down, centered. And now I'm simply going to do inputs. I'm going to do P, just the normal letter P, and then U, just the normal letter U, 1, 3, 6, and then N, just the normal letter N, 1, 3, 4, and 5. Wordvoyance confirms that we have entered a word that it likes. Now we're going to do 4, 5, 6 in the space, and we're going to find the play word button by simply arrowing back or pressing 1 in the space bar until we find the play button. We cursor router on the play button, and then it asks us, are you sure? Do you want to play this word? We .4 chord or .4 in the space to the play word button, and we click our cursor router button, 3, 2, 1. We're done. So we're now going to look at Braille overview mode, and it is important that we have our Braille display in 8-dot mode. So I'm going to 1, 2, 4, 5 in the space bar until we hear 8-dot. I am in the actions menu at the very bottom right with our 4, 5, 6 in the space bar. And then I'm going to click on that with my cursor router. I'm going to .4 in space. And I have a button called Open Overview. Click that. This is a look at all of the word bonuses. We're going to go down to line 7 because we know that 7, 7 is the center of the word. And right here is the P of pun. It says number 7, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, lots of blank spaces, and then a P right there. And I can actually arrow down to my next line. There's my U, and there's my N. So you get a really geometric idea of where you are. This is actually in the center of these cells. And as we arrow down, it stays in the center. That's how to play Wordvoyance using the Braille overview mode.
Wordvoyance is available right now on the iOS App Store, Google Play, Amazon App Store, or in your web browser at themisgames.com.